the king of beasts, Kaido.
Kaido! Kaido! Kaido!
Okay, whatever. Kaido went on a 60+ chapter run of destruction, but one of the most iconic parts of the run was the 7-chapter masterclass we One Piece fans like to call Roof Piece. In today's video, we're going through it, remembering every punch, every kick, every bagua. So make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like these. Episode 1015 was like the best animated One Piece episode. I'm pretty sure every One Piece fan can agree on that. And luck would have it that this was the start of Roof Piece. I'm not about to go through the first half of the episode. It was mostly just Ace raising up Yamato, but as soon as we exited the eye catchers, that's when we move on to the real stuff. Kid and Killer arrive on the rooftop thinking they're finna do something, and Kaido and Big Mom are waiting there under the smoke. As soon as they saw them, they started laughing in their faces. Be honest, when you see these two do this, would you expect a stinker of a performance? Me personally, I wouldn't expect it, so we're gonna remember them throughout the rooftop. They square up on Kaido and Big Mom, and as soon as they're about to get active, Zoro's goofy ass is screaming in the air as he's falling. Law teleports to a rock right next to them, or farming like always, posing for literally no reason. This is something dude just keeps doing throughout the entire fight. Remember this guy as well. Luffy walks up slow as hell, and the other four just let him get in the middle. Who told him to do that? No one told them to get to the side and let Luffy through, bro. That's my goat. Luffy sees two giant Yonko in front of him, but he just starts walking through them while they try to talk down on him. Zoro squares up, ready to slash if need be, but Luffy doesn't even hear them because he's on his way to Kinemon, who's on the ground dying after getting cooked by Kaido. Luffy promises he's going to beat the crap out of him and tells Law to teleport them downstairs as Kaido tries to attack him. Luffy dodges quick as heck and jumps into the air. We get an entire montage of flashbacks to things we saw before. The animation is literally to die for. They cooked this episode, bro. Luffy uses his new haki, punching the out of Kaido. Before the punch, it looked like it was night, and as soon as Luffy decked him in the face, it looked like a new day. Dude, Kaido's on the floor shook. What the hell just hit him? The guy hasn't felt an actual punch in decades. Who can blame him? Big Mom's asking what he's even doing letting Luffy knock him down, and you can see the annoyance in Kaido's face. If Big Mom got hit like that, she'd be finished, bro. Luffy lands on the ground like he didn't just punch the crap out of an emperor in the face, poses with his straw hat for the picture, then tells them he's going to surpass both of them and become the king of the pirates. That's when you know stuff is about to get serious. Luffy telling 2 of the 4 pirates in charge of the world that he's gonna take their goals? Yeah, nah, Luffy's a brave man, and as soon as dude says this, we get the infamous to be continued screen. The next episode starts exactly where we let off. Luffy looking at Kaido try to get up after getting decked in the face with haki, fire, and everything in between. Big Mom is pissed. Not only does Luffy say he's gonna be the king of the pirates, but he also just damaged Kaido. That's dangerous cause Big Mom's sorry as heck. If Kaido's damaged, she's finished. Kaido's trying to get up with his walking stick, and dude is so pissed he's remembering what he did a week ago, one-shotting Luffy. He's confused cause how in the world did he go from getting one-shot to being able to actually make him bleed? Then dude takes a closer look at Luffy and starts reciting his top 5. Roger, Whitebeard, Odin, Zebek, and Shanks. I've never seen a dude get hit so hard he starts imagining the dudes who used to cook him back in the day. Minus Shanks, of course. The Red Wonder is a new Kaido owner, but that's a topic for another day. Kaido finally gets up after 7 business days and tries to ask Luffy a question he asked in his own head. What the hell is up with Unk? Did the punch really do that bad on his brain? Dude takes up his Bagua once more, and Luffy and Kaido have a whole haki clash. This isn't in the manga. What the heck is this? And as soon as it stops, Luffy reads the future and sees Kaido trying to hit him with Thunder Bagua, so he dodges, but Kaido's too fast for an outright dodge. Then Big Mom sorry ass tries to follow up with another attack, but Zoro comes in out of nowhere and slices it in half. Nah, let's actually take a minute to talk about this. Kaido's too fast for Luffy to dodge with Future Sight. But Big Mom's sorry ass attack was so slow, Zoro could run from the other side of the rooftop and slice it before it even reached Luffy. What are we doing here? Big Mom, you better up your game or we're calling you a fraud by the end of the video. Y'all better keep a close eye on her. Kaido's about to hit Luffy with another attack, but Law teleports him away. Then Law tries to argue with Luffy, trying to assert that he's not a dog for following his orders earlier. They all start arguing and Big Mom tries to interrupt it, but they don't take it seriously in the slightest. They literally make it a game not to dodge the attack and they take it head on. We already knew this wasn't gonna do anything to them, but we got confirmation of that. Big Mom, you're on thin ice here. Kaido tells Big Mom to stand back cause he wants to test the other fighters, and Zoro and Killer score up on dude. Zoro uses Purgatory Onigiri and Killer uses Beheading Claw at the same time, hitting Kaido together, and the animators try to make it seem like they did anything, but Kaido literally laughs it off. Look at this guy, man. What's up with him? He still has the blood from Luffy's first punch. And speaking of Luffy, he looks at Kaido and tells him that they're about to beat the crap out of him. All three, Law, Kid, and Luffy transform. Well, not really. Luffy turns into Gear 4, Kid creates a huge structure with his metal, and Law is aura farming again. What is up with this guy? Law doesn't even do anything. He's literally just posing on top of some rocks. Look at dude in the manga. We got two huge captains and then an aura farmer on the left. Yo bro, someone can get this guy. The next episode starts with actual animations for the transformation. We see how Kid creates his robot, how Luffy turns Gear 4, and all Law does is pick up some rocks. Kaido watches them run towards him and he starts wetting himself from excitement. Luffy starts first, hitting Kaido with a con gun, then following up with two more, sending this dude flying. Wait, how did he do this? Kaido's like 24 feet tall. How the hell did he do all these flips? He's too big to be doing all that. Kid follows up trying to crush Kaido with pressure, and Kaido basically says it was sorry as hell. So Law tries to follow up with his rocks, trying to take out Kid as well. Where the hell is Big Mom? They're all worried about Kaido and Big Mom is literally nowhere to be found. Kaido gets up and again remembers the old days, reminiscing getting cooked by Roger, Garp, and Oden. Kaido transforms into his dragon form and tells Luffy he's going to kill not only him, but his crewmates, and then he lets off a huge amount of slashes towards the others. Zoro, Law, and Killer all dodge and parry the attacks. Kid gets his robot destroyed by them, but he doesn't even really care. But Luffy though, he's on smoke, and he pulls up directly on Kaido, hitting dude in the face. Kid pulls up right after and slams dude into the ground as a follow-up. Then Law arrives trying to add on and uses Gamma Knife on what he thinks is Kaido's heart. The animators went crazy with this scene. They animated his insides. This actually cooked Kaido and he gets pissed off, but it's not even over. Killer runs up on dude and uses a named attack that rips through Kaido's scales. This always used to confuse me because what even is this attack? Killer tries to follow up, but Big Mom shoots him down with lightning. Kaido thinks they're all finished, but Luffy pulls up again to deck dude in the face. He recovers almost instantly and tries to use a blast breath in Luffy's face, but Zoro tells his dog Law to teleport him up, and he does exactly that. So he slices the flame in half, then tells Law to teleport him up again, and Law does exactly that. Law cannot take a break, bro. The dude is taking orders from everyone. Zoro's in the air about to let off a dragon blaze, and Kaido doesn't even see Zoro. He's only seeing Oden. Zoro misses his strike and cuts an entire horn from Onigashima. Big Mom finally does something again using lightning and it hits everyone, but there's one person it doesn't affect. It's Luffy, because he's a rubber man. She is completely confused as to why the heck he's still there, and Luffy tells her exactly what I just said. He's a rubber man. Kaido uses another blast breath on him point blank. Yes, this should have done something to Luffy, but the dude's still in the air saying guts. Yeah, now if I just hit you with a fire blast, what do you mean you got through it because of guts? I'm surprised Kaido didn't have another flashback. Luffy immediately follows up with too much punches to count, just going ham on dude without letting up. Everyone else is watching in shock. The guy is literally being used as a punching bag. Big Mom's stupid ass is not doing anything. All of Luffy's dogs not helping out. It's just Luffy versus Kaido at this point. Nah, hold on. Look at Big Mom's face. I told y'all this is Big Mom realizing she's not built for this. If she got hit with this combo, it would have been done. Luffy finally finishes his 999 combo like his Dragon Ball Xenoverse and hits Kaido with the last punch to finish the deal. But as soon as he gets his arm back, he runs out of Gear 4. Big Mom finally pulls up to try to do something after Kaido gets beaten like a punching bag, and Zoro literally dodges her attack while carrying Luffy. Then Law pulls up on her and hits her with a counter shock. Big Mom, please do something. Isn't this 2 Emperors versus 5 Supernova? What is she even doing here? Kaido finally gets up and turns into a CGI dragon. I'm not gonna speak on this, okay? If I speak, I'm in big trouble. He starts spinning and creates huge gusts of wind. So large, in fact, they turn into literal tornadoes. They send Kid and Killer flying, and they pick up Zoro and Luffy, leading Luffy into Kaido's mouth. I don't know what freaky stuff Kaido's got going on, but Zoro was definitely not with it. Dude summoned all the power within him to create his own tornado, and Zoro is the first one on the rooftop to deliberately slash through Kaido's scales. Hold on, but before he even did it, he summoned a dragon to face off against Kaido. This didn't happen in the manga. The craziest part about this is that Kaido doesn't even acknowledge Zoro. He acknowledges the sword that he has, and he has a flashback to Odin. Is this all that Kaido does? Kaido uses his slashes once more, but suddenly dude is hidden behind dust as Luffy gets up and everyone reacts to his hybrid form. Big Mom tries to stand next to him and says it's fun like she's done literally anything the entire time. Come on Big Mom, do some actual damage or help out if you want to seem like a demon. We don't see these guys for like 5 episodes, but we come back and finally see Kaido's hybrid form. Dude genuinely looks like he's about to hurt someone and he uses his slashes again. I'm sorry, I don't know why he spams these. It's like Vegeta using his technique. If you know, you know. Big Mom tries to follow up, but they all dodge. Luffy finally gets up again and they all square up once again. Big Mom tells Kaido they should let them have it and they charge up their attack. The auras are an anime only thing, but you know what? This is actually cold, so I'm not complaining. They let off ocean sovereignty and everyone is shook by the literal Hakai coming towards them. But someone stands up in front of it. Zoro of all people stops the attack in his tracks and starts talking to everyone before getting teleported away. Alright Toei, the glaze is crazy. They got Zoro actually trying to push back the attack instead of blocking it for a little bit and being teleported. We see them again and Zoro is wasted on the ground, but Luffy's on his way to beat the crap out of Kaido. I like how Luffy doesn't even acknowledge Big Mom's existence. It's just Kaido he's after, and he tries to hit him with a red hawk, but he ends up dodging him. Kaido's like, I'm pussy, and he swats Luffy away like a fly. The episode ends, but when we come back, Luffy and Kaido are boxing like his Dragon Ball Z.
Jordan never did that move. He never wanted his ear. Yo.
In the manga, Luffy just gets one shot, so why are we dragging it like this? Alright, let's be real, we know the answer to that. Big Mom tries to hit Law with lightning and he uses a barrier to block it. Yo Toei, what the hell is this? Luffy runs up on Kaido and he uses a blast breath to cook everyone. Yo Toei, what the hell? Then Luffy and Kaido have an even more Dragon Ball-esque fight and Big Mom gets blocked by Zoro before she can attack Luffy. Luffy gets blown away by Kaido, but Kid and Law throw him back into action. Luffy hits Kaido in the face with a punch, but Kaido says nah, and he uses Conqueror's coding to smash him into the ground. What's Conqueror's coding? We'll get into that in a second. Kid, Law, Zoro, and Killer created a plan to take down Big Mom, and Toei just decided to add Zoro Glaze at the end. Kaido sees this entire thing go on and tries to attack Zoro, but Law ends up swapping places with Zoro and sending an injection shot clean in Kaido's jaw. But then Kaido just swats him away right after and looks at Luffy pissed off because Luffy's eyes just keep looking at him. So he walks up on Smoke ready to end him, but Zoro isn't with that. With all of his bones broken, dude tells Law that he's going to let off his strongest attack. He squares up, tells Kaido not to step any further and summons 2 more heads and 4 more arms. Zoro's pulled out Ashura for the first time in hundreds of episodes, spinning towards Kaido and starting to put in work. Kaido and him clash for a little bit and he finally gets a chance to get in and slices through Kaido's old scar like he's Odin. Nah, hold up. What was up with Oda using Odin during the rooftop? Every time Zoro did something, it was a callback to Odin and never for him specifically. Dude is in love with the guy. Kaido was shook that he got cut by Zoro, and I'm surprised he didn't get a flashback thinking about when he first got his scar. Then Zoro bends over in front of him. Nah, what? Zoro, get up!
Get up!
Nah, I'm tweaking, bro. What the f? Kaido then hits Zoro with a Thunder Bagua and then Law in a straight line. Yeah, Kaido wasn't playing any more games with these kids, but there's one person still alive and ready to fight. Luffy gets up once again and tells Luffy to forget about making alliances. And so he thinks to himself and remembers his training with that one old guy. Then he thinks back to when he got smashed into the ground with the Thunder Bagua. He's using Conqueror's Haki to attack. I totally didn't spoil that earlier, so don't start with me. Kaido laughs at the fact that he might know of Conqueror's coding, but Luffy uses that to power up. And then we get one of the most crazy adapted scenes in the entirety of the rooftop. We get a bunch of flowers and flashing lights. Luffy dodges Kaido, kicks Kaido's weapon away, clashes with Kaido, and punches the crap out of him. Kaido doesn't even get time to recover. Dude follows up with another one, and Law is shook. Luffy looks at his hand and tells the other scrubs to get out of there because Luffy knows that he's gonna win this time. Was that true? Well, I won't go over that just yet, but that scene in particular ended the peak that was Roof Piece. And so if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe and tell me in the comments if you do. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.